Bearded dragons are probably one of the most commonly kept pet reptiles in the world. Today, we're going to talk about our bearded dragons. Here are some reasons why bearded dragons make great pets. First is probably their handleability. These are one of the most docile lizards you'll probably ever hold. I can just go in, pick this girl up, and these bearded dragons will literally stay on my shoulder like this all day long. They don't mind being held. They actually seem to enjoy being held. They will crawl up onto you whenever you open the cage. They want to come out. They want to play. They want to sit on you. And once they're on you, she will sit like this for hours if I let her. Second, their size. They're not so tiny that you have to worry about them running and jumping away, about squishing them, about holding them. They're easily handleable. They do get fairly large, much larger than like your leopard geckos or our Rankin's dragons that we have. These bearded dragons get to be about 18 to 24 inches full grown, depending on the sex of the dragon, depending on the genetics behind it. Now, along with that size, does come the need for a larger enclosure. As you can see behind me, this is their current enclosure. They have a 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot enclosure. You want to fill it with at least several inches of sand to give them digging, especially these two being a breeding pair. You want to be able to give them enough room to be digging for her to lay eggs when she's ready to lay eggs. Another aspect of keeping a large lizard like this is their appetite. They do eat a lot. They're going to be eating crickets and mealworms and roaches. And they're going to be eating a lot of them several times per week. They're going to be eating veggies every day, which might mean multiple trips per week to the store to get fresh veggies for them. Depending on how large of quantities you buy, lettuce can tend to wilt fairly quickly, so you may be going out once or twice a week to get these guys some more veggies. With veggies, the darker the green, the better. You want to get anything really with green in the name: mustard greens, turnip greens, dandelion greens. You could also do romaine lettuce, endive, escarole. Just anything, the darker the better, and also variety. Variety with their bugs, variety with their veggies. You can chop up some carrots in there, some bell peppers. Just kind of mix it up. Just make sure you go on and look and research the food item before you give it to them to make sure they can't eat it. One vegetable you do want to stay away from if you're feeding them is tomatoes. They're too acidic for them. They're not good for them. These animals do vary in price range a lot. You can get some fairly inexpensive normal baby bearded dragons for as little as $20 to $40. You also can get some very expensive dragons that can get up into $1,000 for the different morphs that they have out there. This is my female right here. She is a hypo leatherback. This is my male. He is just a normal male. You can tell a hypo by looking at their claws. If we get a good light, those claws are nice and clear. With that being said, the most expensive part of keeping a bearded dragon is their enclosure. It said they're going to be needing a fairly large enclosure once they are full grown. This 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot enclosure is going to run you at least $300 to $400 for the enclosure, possibly up to $1,000 or more depending on the type of enclosure that you get. Lighting is also very important and can be very expensive for these guys. They require basking bulbs in the hot spot up to 110 to 120 degrees, and they also require UVA and UVB lighting. Those UVB lights need to be replaced every 6 months if you're getting the fluorescent bulbs. They will still produce light after 6 months, but the amount of UVB emitted from them does decrease after 6 months. So even though you're still getting light out of it, your dragons aren't getting the beneficial spectrums of light that are coming off of your UVB lights. With all that being said, bearded dragons have always been one of my favorite animals to keep. I have been keeping bearded dragons for 20 plus years now. They were one of the first animals that I ever kept, and they were the first animal that I ever bred successfully. So I will always have them. I hope you guys will always have them. Leave a comment down below with what your favorite morph of bearded dragon is. Mine is a Hypo Whiplets leatherback bearded dragon. I'm hoping to get some of those in the near future. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.